Hey, come here, let me tell you something. Did you know that your illness, your disease, your disability is your fault? Did you know that? My mother-in-law told me a long time ago, long before I had a legitimate disability diagnosis, she told me that everything from the common cold to the flu virus to diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and even cancer is our fault. And, I had forgotten that until recently when my loved ones regurgitated her sentiments back into my face. But it's not true. It's not your fault. To all of you disabled people out there, I just want to remind you that your disability, it's not your fault. And you didn't do anything to deserve it. Now, unless you intentionally drove off a bridge into a body of water without your seatbelt on, or a life vest, or if you went parachuting without your parachute, or if you intentionally licked a sick baby, knowing you had a compromised immune system, your disability, it's not your fault. And I would just like to discourage anybody who's thinking about saying such ugly things to somebody with a disability. I would just like to remind you that once them hurtful fighting words leave your mouth, you can't never take them back. Now, if your intention is to cause irreparable damage to your relationships, then I wouldn't say them words. Do you know what that word means? Irreparable? It means irreparable. It means not repairable. So unless your goal is to destroy your relationships with the people with disabilities who you supposedly love, I wouldn't say those ugly words to them. Recently, my disability got thrown in my face, 3 inches from my face. And I was told 3 inches from my face that my progressing dysfunction is becoming intolerable, and I'm becoming a burden. I spent the last 20 years caring for people when they got sick. Even now with a broken body, I still take care of my family when they're sick. Even with this broken body, I am trying to still care for an elderly parent because I have a tremendous amount of compassion. Even though I live in my head and I know how horrible I am, I still have a tremendous capacity for compassion that apparently my loved ones do not have for me. And that makes me really sad. it's unfortunate that I may become a statistic, a person who gets divorced because I developed a disability with a spouse who may have made a vow and a promise before God to love and to cherish in sickness and in health till death do us part, but who may have decided, I didn't sign up for this. Because I'm going to get progressively worse. There's a high probability of that. And I'm just a burden. I'm a burden now. 3.5 years. Less than 4 years from the onset of this. And I'm already a burden. My limitations and my dysfunction are already intolerable. It's awesome. Never thought I'd get to this point. Never thought I would be here. The purpose of this video is to remind you people out there who have a disability not to take any shit off of anybody. It's not your fault. You didn't deserve it. And don't you dare let anybody tell you otherwise. The other reason, of course, for this video is to caution anybody who's thinking about saying such horrible things to people they love, not to do it. Unless your goal is to destroy those relationships. Otherwise, it's bad enough to think it. It's a whole nother thing. Horrible thing. To say it out loud. I do expect to still create content for this channel. I'm still going to continue with this channel. Whether I'm doing it from my present home or somewhere else. It doesn't appear that I will be doing it from the forever home I was promised. But wherever I'm doing it from, wherever I go, I'm going to garden and I'm going to create content for this channel. Whether you like this video or not, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. And please consider subscribing so that you can be notified of when future videos are released. Until next time, get out there into your own garden. Find what works best for you and just do that. And happy gardening.
It's okay to feel sorry for yourself. Just don't unpack and live there. Feel your feels in the moment. Anger, pain, fear, heartache, doubt, abandonment, loneliness, and regret. And set them all down. Now lace up your boots, put on your gloves, pick up your shovel, and get out there for some much needed garden therapy.